Hey everybody, is everybody able to see me yet? I know there's like a delay in whether or not the thing comes up or if there's videos or ads going on or not, but I am here. How's it going, everyone? Thanks for tuning in. So, quick disclaimer, I think it's going to be a pretty quiet night because uh, when I scheduled this, I looked at my subscriptions and I thought, okay, nobody else is doing any live feeds tonight, so it'll be good to go. And then a half an hour ago, I got a notice saying Snackbox is live. So yeah, I'm gonna guess it's gonna interfere a little bit and probably be a little bit short. But I don't really have a big plan. I just wanted to get on and kind of say thank you to everyone for um, helping me make it to 1,000 subscribers, which is just absolutely mind-boggling. Um, I thought about and wanted to do a more in-depth video, but I'm actually not able to do one this weekend because this week I am actually going to be going out on a backpacking trip. And so I've been eagerly involved in getting ready for that. So I thought that this would be a good way to kind of segue into that. So anyways, thanks again for coming out. Already lots of people in there. How's it going, Salmon Outdoors, Unlikely Hiker? Got Kratz in Tucson, Rod Outdoors, how's it going? Adventures Eli. Hey, everybody, thanks again for coming out tonight. Getting on, logging on. I don't know. I'm not good at these things. I'm not nearly as well prepared as people like Snackbox is when we do these. But anyways, I just thought it would be fun to get on here and talk a little bit. So thank you again, everybody, for all the congrats. Like I said, when I started this, yes, Jim, I know it's hard to believe, but sometimes we're able to get out, which I know you have had some very interesting weather issues with yours. And we also have had some very interesting weather recently here because it has been raining like crazy. And in an area that is known for its aridness, we have had a lot of rain. So hopefully it stops in the next few days. So anyways, yeah, 4 years ago, I started this channel a little over 4 years ago, and I had no inclination that it would ever get anywhere near this. And it's kind of mind blowing a little bit. And it's all just because of you guys. So thank you so much. Especially those of you that have kind of been along since the beginning, and have watched me struggle my way through self-taught and learning of the art of editing videos. I certainly hope I have gotten better over the years. I wouldn't say I'm perfect, but I generally like what I do. When I set out to do this, I just wanted to have a lot of fun. And I wanted to kind of share that fun and have a creative outlet, um, for the things that I was doing. And what I prepared myself for getting online is all of the wonderful trolls and animosities and things that seem to show up to so many of these things. And what I wasn't prepared for was the absolutely amazing um, community of people that I was going to stumble across. It's been absolutely just amazing to meet and even become friends with several of the people who are either subscribers as well as other channels. You know, even though he's doing a live stream his own right now, Snackbox was one of the first people that I met and has been encouraging me all along the way. And then I also got opportunity to meet people like Jim from Lost Again with Jim, who has become one of my absolute best friends over these year or so. And so many people that I'd never in a million years would have thought I would get to know simply through this rather odd medium that is YouTube and all of the ups and downs and pitfalls and stuff associated with that. So absolutely, from the bottom of my heart, I can't thank you guys enough. It's been so overwhelmingly positive for me and so amazing. And anytime I start to feel like I am getting behind or overloaded with stuff, invariably somebody comes along and something goes really well, and it re-energizes me. So it really is. I agree. Unlikely Hiker, it is definitely an incredible community. I don't think anything exists anywhere like it. I think it's just because of the community of outdoors in general and the people that are involved in it. Because I'm going to guess that other YouTube genres probably don't experience the level of crossover that we seem to enjoy. But yeah, when I said that I set out to do this for fun, I never had any misgivings about it taking off or how big it was going to get. I remember when I hit 5 subscribers, I was like totally stoked. And then it was 50 subscribers and I was still totally stoked. And then 100 and 200 and on and on. And I just never expected to even get to 1,000. But it's a, fun kind of milestone. And I actually decided to order one of those movie clappers, the things they do with the scenes, take 3, click. And I'm going to paint the date that I hit 1,000 subscribers on it. Because I'm just blown away by it. You guys are awesome. The best subscribers I could ever have hoped for. And it's just been really awesome. So thank you so much, all of you. And I definitely appreciate it. So Huck Outdoors, I've had opportunity to do a couple shows with him via Dave. And also, so many great people in the backpacking community that I call friends. Salmon Outdoors, thanks for coming out. Appreciate it. Thanks again. So yeah, like I said, there wasn't really any big plan or anything. I just thought I would get on and mainly just say thank you for coming along on this incredible journey with me and continuing on forward, and answer any questions that you guys might have about, in general, me, what my plans are, why I felt the need to make a mug with my logo on it. So yeah, again, like I said, there wasn't really a plan. I just wanted to get on here and chat a little bit because I was not going to have time to really do justice to a video. However, when I get back from the trip, I'll definitely be doing another video and probably a giveaway, because that's what people do, right? And as soon as I figure out what I'm going to give away. All right. Unlikely Hiker asks, what are my plans for this year? So on Thursday, we are going to go on a 4-day, 3-night trip to the Lake Fork. There's a lot of things with different names that are all very similar around here. The Lake Plateau in the Absaroka mountain range, which is the mountain range just north of the Beartooths. And it's the first time I've been in the Absarokas and the first time I've been to this location. Hot Pants and I are heading out. Connor and I are heading out on that trip, and it's really awesome because this time he's planning a trip and I'm not, and I'm not used to that because somehow I always end up managing to be the guy that's planning everything. And interestingly enough, I had to text him today and ask him when we were leaving because I completely forgot. So it's been kind of nice and relaxing. I just got to remember to bring all my stuff, but we're going to be doing that. And then in July, we're going to do Sundance Pass. My cousin who lives in Florida, one of the Flatlanders, is coming to visit and go on her first real big backpacking trip. So I have a feeling that one is going to be a lot of fun. And then those are the only 2 scheduled right now. I'm sure we'll get out and do more as they come along. We tend to be kind of last minute hiker planners out here. So yeah, that's kind of what's scheduled for now. So let's see here. Huck Outdoors, have you ever been to the Beartooth Plateau? Yes, I have been on a couple of the different plateaus throughout the Beartooths. And good Lord, without getting out a map right now, I'm not entirely sure where I've been on the Beartooth Plateau, but I've been on Beartooth Plateau. I've been on Froze to Death Plateau. I know that I've been on a few others that names escape me right now. And here soon will be able to add Lake Plateau to that too. So everybody does need a logo mug. If you have a logo, have a mug made. It's pretty awesome. not good at this. Yes, I also prefer others doing the planning. I don't know why I always seem to end up doing the planning. Maybe it's just because I'm good at it and other people also don't like doing it. So I am all for it. I'm basically tagging along. Hot Pants wants to do this trip mainly for fishing, and this might be a shocker. I'm not a fisherman, so I'm gonna just tag along, maybe try to do some painting. I don't know. So, yep. Yes, it is absolutely beautiful country up here. For those of you that don't know yet, I'm originally from Ohio. I'm a flatlander myself. I moved out here for one season and for my off season when I was working for Ohio State Parks, and I didn't go back. And that was in 2015, almost 10 years ago. So I'm definitely, blessed to be here. We can see the Beartooths from where I'm at. I don't live in the mountains. But we're relatively close, at least by Montana standards. I don't know anybody's familiar with Montana or not. It is huge, and an hour and a half drive is basically like just down the street. Yes, absolutely wonderful country. Jim, I didn't know you changed your logo that many times. That's pretty impressive. I don't know if I'm going to do merch. That's one of many things that I told myself from the beginning that I would not even think about until I hit 1,000 subscribers. And now that I'm here, I realize I've got a shit ton of stuff that I have to think about what I'm going to do here. So New York wouldn't go back. Yeah, I enjoyed visiting New York City, and I definitely would not live there. I've been to other parts of the state of New York, which is a gorgeous state, but yeah, there are quite a few people back in the East. So I have not been in Jersey, so I have nothing to add there. All right, what were some of your favorite trip videos that didn't get a lot of views? Well, most of my trip videos don't get a lot of views. I have a couple of them that have gone over 1,000. I couldn't tell you why, other than probably that they're the only ones that have, the only ones that have videos out. Let's see. Probably one of my absolute favorites is the, I think I called it the Rock Touches Sky or Sky Touches Rock or something videos, which is when we did the Solitude Loop Trail and the Bighorns. That was an absolutely amazing trip. It's when I got my trail name. It's where Hot Pants got his trail name, both of us on the same day for very different reasons. It was just pretty life-changing. And we had the opportunity to go there with our other really good hiking friend, Phantom, who was a wilderness ranger there for 30 seasons, I think. And to be able to hear the stories associated with the places that we were at and everything, it was just an absolutely breathtaking series of videos. So I was really happy to be able to do that. So I would say that one's probably my favorite. Also, the ones that I'd done before for Sundance Pass. But I have to say that I rewatch. I don't know if that's weird or not. I rewatch a lot of my trail videos, mainly to be able to kind of remind myself of the fun times that I had on those trips. And I really love all of them for different reasons. And it's a little selfish for me, but my main reasons for loving them is because of the memories I have with them. So 3 and counting, Lost with Jim. All right, 3 logos. I know I have your sticker on my bear keg. It's got your face on it, and it greets me every time I look in my pack, which is actually kind of creepy. But love dogs, love a good trail name story. So I could talk about my trail name story if people want to rehear it. But basically, if you hadn't heard the story, I was on that trip, and there's a second day, and we were coming down a trail, and I looked down below us, and I caught a glimpse of a very clearly defined mule or donkey with canvas saddlebags and leather straps and everything. And I said, "Hey guys, we got some pack animals coming up." And there was like this stunned silence from Connor and Jay, and I didn't pick up on it at all. And we got down to the bottom of this hill, and there were no people, there were no pack animals, there were no hoof prints, there was nothing. There was nothing. I have absolutely no idea what I saw. Some sort of spectral pack animal. And so Phantom, who has quite the hiking pedigree, he's done AT and the PCT both completed. He decided to bestow upon me my trail name of Ghost Mule. And then later that evening, Connor was making dinner and all of a sudden made some quite loud exclamation. And he jumps up, and his food from his meal, his dehydrated meal, was all down the front of his pants. And the seam of the bag had actually popped open and just spilled out all over him, hot water all over it, and just didn't burn him, but he said some choice words and jumped up and had to change and had to go wash his pants in a nearby lake. So yeah, that was how he got called Hot Pants. So which his girlfriend thinks is absolutely hilarious for a trail name. So yeah. And then Phantom, I honestly, Jay is Phantom, and I don't really remember the exact story. He's had a couple trail names bestowed upon him over the years, and I think that one was because he's very quiet and very soft-spoken, and he just kind of appears in places apparently when he's on the long trails. So yeah, they just said he kind of crossed in and out of the ethereal plane like a phantom. So that was where he got his name. So interestingly enough, his is kind of cool sounding, whereas Connor and I got more funny trail names from him. So, but I do like my trail name. It's pretty unique. It's even gotten me on a couple of podcasts before, and so I think I'm going to keep it. I saw the light. Congrats. Thank you very much. Again, it was a great, it's been a great run. 4 years, like for me, that's not long because I didn't think it would happen at all. And I'm just really grateful. And, hopefully it will pan out soon. Yes, Phantom is the one selling the watercolor kits. And, right now he's definitely got plenty of time to take care of those because he is recovering from a shoulder surgery. So he was supposed to go on this trip with Connor and I, but they extended how long he had to wear his brace. And so he is quite upset about that. As are we, but that is the nature of the beast. And so hopefully he recovers soon. Jake Ba, grats. Thanks. I appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun. So definitely enjoying it. And it's been a good run. And I'm hoping to keep going again. Like I said, we have some trips coming up this summer. And I've got a couple other ideas for videos coming up. I was really surprised how well my last video did. I jokingly talked to a few people about how I did this video, and I think it's 8 minutes long, and I did a total of 10 minutes of video time. And then it took me maybe like another half an hour. I think most of the time for the production of it was trying to go back and download all of the old videos from the cloud for the B-roll. But it definitely seemed to resonate with some people. I got a lot of really good feedback. It was just a random thought that I had while I was walking to the grocery store one night. So I think I'm going to try to do more of those kind of, again, just relatable topics and things that, hopefully, or maybe are just not being covered very often. So if anybody has any kind of ideas they'd like to see about that, sorry, my coffee is fighting back right now. Let me know, but I definitely would enjoy hearing those. So hopefully on this trip, I'll come up with a few more ideas and be able to do some more cool stuff. So yeah, it's a bummer. But he's got good spirits. He's just, he's very active for being at his age. I'm not going to say what age it is because he would never let me forget that. But he's in extremely good health for his age, and he's very active. And so any opportunity he's not able to be active is very irritating to him. So, but yeah, we also wish him the best. We'd love to have him back out on trail. He's kind of our trail sage. I've learned quite a bit from him, and he's also kind of been along for the entire trip. In fact, he was on the trip that made me decide to actually do the trail. It was the first hike he and I ever did together, and I just filmed a couple things on my cell phone and posted them on Facebook. And somebody suggested that I throw more videos together, and so I thought, well, maybe it would be a lot of fun to try my hand at doing this. So here I am, 1,000 subscribers later. All right, this is a big, long Huck Outdoors. If you could only choose one backpacking dehydrated meal to eat on trail, what would it be? For myself, it's the Packet Gourmet All-American Works Burger. Oh, that is a tough one. There are several that are my go-tos. I have to say my current most favorite, bad English, is probably Backpacker Pantry's green chili Hatch chili mac and cheese. It's absolutely awesome. Mac and cheese is great to begin with, and also it has a little bit of kick and spice to it. So it's just kind of like a combination of good spicy comfort food, and it's definitely kind of my go-to at the moment. So, but All American Works Burger. So is it like an actual burger, or is it just like burger like disintegrated? I'm not sure how that might work. I think the bun would get soggy if it was just an actual burger. So I'll have to try that one. I actually haven't even heard of Packet. Admittedly, my choices usually revolve around what we sell at the store, because I get a discount, and that stuff is expensive. So we have Mountain House, Backpacker's Pantry, Peak Refuel. We just started carrying Heather's Choice, and a couple other kind of mix in here and there. So yeah, I work retail. I can't afford to buy too much other stuff. So all right, anything else anybody's dying to know before I sign off here and let you guys get on with your wonderful rest of your evening? And I will go on continuing to get stuff ready for this weekend. It's ground beef with all the fixings you have on a tortilla. All right, so that sounds really awesome. Definitely anything on tortilla is good. My one of my favorite lunches is peanut butter and honey on tortilla. So that's kind of a go-to. And then also, I love the tuna packets that are seasoned. And so I'll take that and a couple chunks of cheese, throw that on a tortilla. It makes for a really great lunch. So yeah, thanks for letting me know about that. I'll check that out. I hadn't heard of that one, so I'll have to look into it. Yeah, so cold soaking. I have definitely tried cold soaking, and I know a lot of people absolutely love it. For me, I think it does the job, and it definitely alleviates you some weight concerns. But, I am a fat kid, much to the dismay of my doctor, and we're trying to work on that. But I like my warm meals at the end of the day, especially moving out here, because oftentimes we're up in the mountains. And by the time evening starts rolling around, the temperatures are starting to duck into the 50s and 40s. And it's just so awesome. But again, more power to those people that cold soak. You guys rock, because I just wouldn't be able to do it. I think there is some truth to that. So I think I could do cold soaking for lunch if I really wanted to. I know I've tried couscous with tuna and stuff mixed in it, and it's good. I could live off of that for lunch and time, but yeah, in the evening, probably not. Hike with Mike. Hey Mike, how you doing? Thanks for joining. I know you have been one of the people that has been along since really early on, so I really appreciate it. And I know you're based in Florida, and I have family in Florida. My grandparents used to live in St. Pete, And I was telling everybody in July we're going to be going out, and my cousin from Florida is coming out with us, and so she's going to have her first real big multi-night backpacking trip up in the Montana mountains. So it should be a lot of fun. She's a kind of a little hippie chick, so should be a lot of good time. But yeah, Mike, thanks for being along since the beginning. So, all right, any other questions or anything tonight? I am terrible at emceeing these things. I can feel my brain already hitting the wall and thinking I am just not good with the flow tonight. So my coffee is not doing too much. Thanks, Mike. I really appreciate it. Although I feel bad now that Mike is here and I'm getting ready to probably cut this a little short. But yeah, I can't think of anything else to talk about other than, again, just to say thanks for the experience and for all the support. Every time you guys do any kind of comments or anything like that, it definitely helps me out. Unfortunately, the Chad couldn't be here tonight. Because he unfortunately is at the bar crying because he had a bet that I would never make it to 1,000 subs. And so now he owes me quite a bit of money. So yeah, unfortunately, he probably won't be joining us tonight. As a dumb joke. So I couldn't honestly tell you guys where the whole thing with the Chad came about. Even after I made him and named him the Chad, I found out that there is another like TikToker who has an alter ego named the Chad, and she's very well known. I didn't rip that off of her at all. That was just a coincidence. And actually, I think her Chad is better than my Chad, but definitely broy. And I think it started out just trying to be comic relief against myself, and just kind of morphed into this broy dude who basically his job is to knock me down a few pegs and help me stay humble in the channel, because I know a lot of stuff, but I have imposter syndrome, and I don't always believe that I know a lot of stuff. And sorry about that. And so yeah, there we are. That is how Chad has spawned himself. Hike with Mike, it's always great. No worries. Late to the party. Everybody is. I usually am too. Jake Va, have I tried the Waymark yet? Yes, I have. I took it out on a trip. We did a quick overnight shakedown trip in the rain shadow at a location that I didn't disclose for a couple different reasons, which if you watch the video, you kind of understand why. I actually lost a couple subscribers over that, which is kind of funny to me. I've only ever done it twice where I didn't say exactly where I was. But I have some reasons. Anyways, yes, we did. I tried it. It was awesome. I loved it. I'm excited to try it again here this week. It worked flawlessly. I definitely noticed that my back got a little bit sweatier at the end of the day, but I didn't feel any different with the out the ventilation. And actually, I think it felt better with the gear all the way up against my back. I think I was so used to having that space in between my pack and my back. I just kind of got used to that. And I feel like the pack actually moved more better. English so good. More better on my back. So yeah, I so far so good. I'm absolutely loving it. It's been awesome. So yeah, thanks for asking. I'm sure I'm gonna do a couple more trips on it, and then I probably will do a follow up. Kind of a post use review. I like to do the first review, just kind of talk about it, and then I like to do one where I have a little bit more use time in it. And I don't like to do that with just one use, because things can change and become different. For instance, I probably wouldn't do my review of my Durston X-Mid tonight because I had some struggles, and they weren't anything to do with the Durston. It was my own stupid moments, having not had a new tent for many years and having never used a trekking pole tent, and it didn't factor in that there was a lot of sand in the Montana desert, because apparently I'm a genius. And yeah, It did stay up though. It did stay up, and it was pretty windy. So I have to say, kudos to that, because it could have definitely gone a lot worse. But yes, the Waymark is so far so good. All right, so I think we're coming up on 30 minutes, which is a pretty good time frame. Unless you guys have anything else, I'm gonna wrap it up and trade in my coffee for a glass of wine, and probably watch some more YouTube videos, because that's just what we do. Oh, hey, Jay, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. You are the best, and are probably part of the reason why, or one of the main reasons why I keep doing this, even though you like to razz me on trail while we are doing it. So thanks for coming out. We were talking about you earlier, so sorry to put you on the spot, and I hope you won't be too harsh on me later for doing that. But you are one of the greatest hiker friends I've ever had, and a trail mentor, and I thank you so much, bud. So it couldn't have managed 5 minutes of live stream. You just have to not take yourself too seriously, and try to ignore that little voice in the back of your head that says, you suck, because that's pretty much what's going on the entire time. But again, I think it's just because of the people who I interact with, and that's kind of what's keeping me going. So yeah, I appreciate you guys all tuning in tonight and joining me and listening to me ramble and not be able to speak good. And just again, from the absolute bottom of my heart, thank you so much for everything. You guys are what make this fun and what makes it worth it. And it's not always easy, and definitely appreciate it. Yeah, no, Chad, this one isn't Chad. Chad is still crying himself to sleep. So probably going to be a long night. I'm sure I'll hear about it for a long time. So thanks again. I hope I have a great trip, and yeah, thanks so much. So I'm starting to ramble. I think it's that time. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Thanks for tuning in. And, I'm going to try to do some more of these, because frankly, this was kind of a lot of fun. So good night, everybody.